Hi, my name is Luna, and my TED Talk is about the butterfly effect. Have you ever thought about how doing or not doing something could possibly change something down the road? The classic what if questions. To be honest, I have those kind of thoughts quite a lot. I always like to imagine what could have happened or what could be happening now if I had chosen something else back in the past instead of what decision I chose. For example, I had to think for very long before coming here today. I had many things in my head, like, what if I don't do it? What if I start stuttering? What if I just don't show up at the final presentation? Should I do it? Doing or not doing the TED Talk? Could that have an impact in my future? So all of those ideas have pretty much to do with the concept of the butterfly effect. In basic terms, the butterfly effect says that something small and apparently insignificant, like the flapping of a butterfly's wings, can have a larger effect, a bigger impact in our future, such as causing a typhoon at the other side of the country. So, speaking of the butterfly effect, you might have thought about the butterfly effect, the movie. I'm not going to enter in details about the story of the movie, but the movie gives us a very clear idea, which is that the past is sovereign and must rest in peace. Our current time and the time that will come are and will always be permitted with the past, immutable and unique. And that leads us to another concept, the chaos theory. The chaos theory shows the sensitivity of a system, of a nonlinear system to be more precise, in mathematics and mechanics, which I'm not very familiar to, but it studies the behavior of dynamic systems that are highly sensitive to initial conditions. So basically, everything that has happened played a role for you to be here today. And that happens because our life can also be an example of a nonlinear system, since we can't predict what's going to happen in our future. All the actions we take can change, maybe completely, how the system, which is our lives, can end. While having two possible decisions, decision one, decision two, taking decision two, we have different paths and different possibilities than decision two. Yeah, decision one, decision two. So, now bringing to you a real life example, we have my life. I'm the daughter of a military, so since when I was born, I always had to move a lot. Move houses, move cities, move countries, move continents. I've been the new student 12 times already. That's quite a lot, right? So it's visible how that applies, since all the places I went to, all the cities I moved to, all of that changes the person that I could be today, or that I am today. So combining all the different choices that me and my family could take or could have taken, it generates infinite different paths, and consequently infinite selves. So there are infinite Lunas, there are infinite yous that could exist, could have existed, or could be existing right now. So when I was 5 years old, I moved to South Africa. And a few years later, when I was 7, I had the opportunity to move to another country again. So we had to choose what country we were going to move to next. Spoiler, we chose Germany. But going back to that time, I like to imagine what other possibilities, what other Lunas could live today, could be existing today, depending on other decisions we could have taken. So some simple examples. If we had chosen USA, well, the USA Luna would have realized how bad the yellow bus experience really is, because I was pretty much obsessed with High School Musical and all of those stuff. So I would probably be very, disappointed. Well, South Korea / Argentina Luna. Even though different paths lead us to different choices, different possibilities, I still think there are things in our lives that are meant to be. And one of those things in my life, I think, was ice skating. I got to know ice skating in Germany, and I fell in love with it. So I think that if we had chosen South Korea or Argentina, probably I would have got to know ice skating there too. But I would have taken it more seriously, so probably I would be at the Olympics by now. It's also a possibility. While South Africa Luna, if I had chosen to go back to South Africa again, I believe that nothing much could have changed because I would still be the same Luna that it was when I was 7 years old. My worldview would be the same. Now, the self that I am now. Different decisions lead us to different paths, and different paths have different obstacles. And Germany had a few obstacles for me in mind. So the whole Germany experience kind of crashed completely the worldview that I had before. I had to go through and see many things such as hatred, racism, xenophobia, and the whole refugee situation. And me, as 8 years old, I didn't even imagine those things existed. So it kind of showed me the brightest side and also darker side of humanity. So if things that we go through build us as a person, what I always tell myself is the most important thing is not what you go through, what they did to you, but what you do with what they did to you. So, because it's also choice, right? So when a person goes through a traumatic experience, they have two choices. They can either take all of the pain and suffer and take out all of that on other people, making them suffer just as you did, or you can take all of that as a thing to learn and as strength to do the difference and help others that are going through the same thing. So taking that to a high school reality, as a high school student, we have many doubts, we have many fears, we're anxious, we have to know what job we're going to choose, what university we're going to go to, if we're going to study abroad or not, if we're going to live near our parents or not. And all those things play a significant role to what life you're going to live, because all of those things are choices, are different paths, right? So in my case, I still don't know what job I want in the future. I still don't know who I want to be. But next time adults ask me that same question, oh, who do you want to be? What job do you want? I'll just respond that even though I still don't know what job I want, I know that for the world, I want to become someone that can help changing other people's lives. I want to be someone that is able to change the world in a positive way. And that's how we should lead our lives, because we can't predict how every single little action we take is going to end up interfering our future. If we think how drinking our coffee today instead of the Sprite that we usually drink every day can end up interfering our future, we just enter in a paranoid state. And we don't want that, right? So at the end of the day, what's the most important? So the important thing is what we have to do, is see the importance of your decisions and actions. And start doing what you have to do so you become the person you want to be. So the last question I have for you is, who do you want to be? Thank you.